Gaza, a narrow strip of land just 41 kilometers long. But the epicenter of one of the most heartbreaking humanitarian crises in modern times. For decades, Gaza has been caught between history, politics, and war. Millions of lives are trapped in an endless cycle of blockade, bombings, and broken promises. In this video, we uncover the story of Gaza, its history, its people, its suffering, and why peace remains so elusive. Wonderland and its people, Gaza is home to about 2.3 million people, one of the most densely populated regions on Earth. Over 70% are refugees, descendants of those displaced during the 1948 war, the Nakba. Nearly half the population are children under 80. Despite rich culture and resilience, Gaza is suffocated by restrictions, unemployment, and poverty. This is not just a conflict over land. It is a crisis of humanity. Two historical roots of the crisis. Before 1948, Gaza was part of historic Palestine. Under British mandate, after the creation of Israel, hundreds of thousands of Palestinians fled or were forced out, many ending up in Gaza. In 1967, Israel occupied Gaza after the Six-Day War. For decades, settlements were built inside Gaza until Israel's withdrawal in 2005. But the withdrawal did not mean freedom. Instead, Gaza became sealed off by land, air, and sea. Gaza turned into what many human rights groups now call the world's largest open-air prison. 3. The blockade. Since 2007, after Hamas took control, Israel and Egypt imposed a blockade. This blockade restricts the movement of people and goods, crippling Gaza's economy. Essential supplies like fuel, medicine, and construction material are limited. Unemployment has soared to over 45%, one of the highest in the world. Electricity is available only for a few hours a day. The blockade doesn't just control Gaza's borders. It controls its very heartbeat. 4 cycles of war since 2008, Gaza has faced multiple wars. 2008-09, Operation Cast Lead. Over 1,300 Palestinians killed. 2014 Operation Protective Edge. More than 2,200 Palestinians killed. Thousands of homes destroyed. 2021 war minus 260 Palestinians and 13 Israelis killed in 11 days. 2023. 2025. Conflict's massive destruction. With UN reports, calling Gaza unlivable. Hamas and other groups fire rockets into Israel. Israel responds with overwhelming airstrikes. Civilians, especially children, pay the highest price. Every war ends with a fragile ceasefire. But in Gaza, there is no true peace, only waiting for the next explosion. 5. Humanitarian crisis. Gaza's health system is collapsing. Hospitals run on limited fuel, with shortages of medicine and equipment. The UN reports that over 80% of Gazans depend on humanitarian aid. Clean water is scarce to 97% of Gaza's water is undrinkable. Mental health is in crisis. Generations of children have grown up knowing nothing but war. Imagine being a child in Gaza. No stable electricity. No safe, lays guarantee of tomorrow. 6. Political stalemate. Gaza is ruled by Hamas, while the West Bank is governed by the Palestinian Authority. Israel refuses to negotiate with Hamas, labeling it a terrorist group. Internal Palestinian divisions make peace harder to achieve. International diplomacy often ends in deadlock, with the US, UN, and Arab states unable to break the cycle. Politics has failed Gaza, and the people remain the ones who suffer most. 7. Why Gaza matters globally. Gaza is not just a local conflict. It's a global flashpoint. Every war sparks international protests and diplomatic debates. For the Arab and Muslim world, Gaza symbolizes resistance. For Israel, Gaza represents a constant security threat. For the world, Gaza is a test of human rights, justice, and international law. The Gaza crisis is more than a regional conflict. It is a mirror reflecting the world as failures. 8 stories of survival despite unimaginable hardship. Gazans show resilience. Families rebuild their homes again and again. Artists, poets, and musicians create beauty amidst rubble. Students dream of leaving Gaza to study abroad, even if only a few succeed. In Gaza, survival itself is an act of defiance. Conclusion: the Gaza crisis is not just about borders, politics, or religion. It is about people, families, children, and generations robbed of their future. As long as the blockade, occupation, and cycles of war continue, Gaza will remain a wound in the conscience of humanity. But if there is one truth we learn from Gaza, it is this: even in the darkest night, the human spirit refuses to die. Gaza deserves more than survival. Gaza deserves peace.